There was a YouTuber by the name of Tactikaltemplar that kind of made Jesus seem pretty cool.
Brothers, first of all, let me say welcome back to Asmongold. It's good to see you back, brother. My YouTube feed has been littered with Asmongold clips and Asmongold main channel videos today, which is the first time in weeks. So I'm glad to see you back in the saddle, brother. I know that you lost your father. I've been praying for you. My channel's been praying for you, brother. I hope that you're as good as you appear, because you do appear remarkably well, and I hope that for you. I haven't lost my father, but I did lose my grandfather, and I can tell you that that was one of the hardest points in my life. And I can't say that it gets easier per se, but it gets more manageable as time goes on. So, brother, I just want to say I'm glad that you're back doing this, and we're going to have a little bit of fun in this video. So, I did a video on this already. You may see this topic and go, well, deja vu. Most Critikal uploaded a video about a gaffe that Ted Cruz had in Congress. Or is it one of these committee meetings? And the gaffe was, we need to stop attacking pedophiles. Obviously, a major gaffe. Obviously, he didn't mean it, but most Critikal have the most bad faith interpretation, which was basically this right here.
Pardon me? Can we roll that back, put it on the Jumbotron, please? There's no way he just said that out loud, right? What a crazy Freudian slip. Or maybe not even a Freudian slip. It looks like he is reading off a piece of paper for his monologue here. He might have wrote that down as like a really strong stamp that he needs to get across here about people need to come together to stop attacking pedophiles. What? Teddy, sweaty and ready out here trying to defend pedophiles or some shit? Man, those...
Yeah, really. Like Ted Cruz is just out there defending pedophiles. What a stupid and asinine take. Just an absolutely indefensible take from Charlie here. And the thing is, if anyone should have sympathy for a gaffe or a blunder of this scale, it would be Moist Critikal. Because Moist Critikal's reputation has never recovered from this debate with Sneako, where Sneako absolutely destroyed him, and I didn't even think that was a possibility. Like when you see those betting odds and you're like, okay, there's 99.99999% chance, and then there's 0.001. Well, Moist Critikal losing was the 0.001 because Sneako was taking up the position against the age of consent. I didn't think it was possible to lose against that, but Moist Critikal had a trump card up his sleeve. Let me refresh your memory.
Gender if they're a child?
I think that's...
If they're a child? Therapy, can they go through hormone? Somebody can go through hormone therapy. Can they change their gender if they're a child?
I think that's totally fine as long as everyone is consenting, as you agree with.
Okay, so as long as everyone...
If your parents are okay with it and you are okay with it, I think that's totally a familial decision to make, yeah.
Okay, so a child can cut their penis off and take hormone blockers and change their biology forever, but they can't get married?
Oh, that's a decision that now extends beyond the family, because now you're bringing in a different party. So if you have someone that's your age coming in saying, I want to marry that child, I don't think...
You're still deciding,
because there's...
Take the other party out of the equation. It's a personal decision. If I'm 16 and I personally want to marry this girl, she's beautiful, she's 21 years old, her family wants to do it, my family wants to do it, you're saying, I can't do that. We're both consenting, I'm ready to go, I'm physically mature, but I'm not allowed to marry because Moy says that woman's a pedophile. But if then, the next day I leave it, I'm depressed, I want to cut my penis off, I can go right into the clinic, snip it off, and start taking HRT like Chris Tyson. That's a society that makes sense to you?
It is. I believe...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, absolutely indefensible, immoral, retarded, ridiculous. And Moist Critikal did a Cope video where he tried to walk this back. But my point here is that Moist Critikal should have sympathy for a blunder, the likes of which that Ted Cruz had. And by the way, Moist Critikal didn't walk back what he said. It had to be dragged from him by his audience making fun of him and the entire internet making fun of him. Moist Critikal didn't do a video immediately going, guys, I misspoke, like that was a mistake. He didn't correct it in the video. So again, the reason why I bring this up is because Moist Critical has been in a position where he has advocated for something worse than what Ted Cruz is, and yet has absolutely no grace. You know, the Bible talks about judging people and then you being judged by the same standard. Well, anyway, Asmongold comes back and talks about this and absolutely obliterates Moist Critical unintentionally. I don't think this was, you know, oh man, I'm going to destroy Moist Critical's career. I think that he just goes hard on this topic and talks about the bad faith nature of certain people. And I think that's perfectly legitimate. And I think that this is a great video. What a great return for Asmongold. But I want to play this for you. We're going to watch a little bit of this. But I really think this is important to understand the importance. It's important that you understand the importance of this. Yeah.
Ted Cruz, I don't want to even look this up. Ted Cruz. I did see this.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles? How about we all come... Senator Booker also said we should have bipartisan agreement. I think that's a great idea. We should have bipartisan agreement. How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders? How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape? How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles? Senator Booker also said we should have bipartisan...
Become friends with school shooters. I've seen it. Look, the NRA have become...
Tim Walz misspoke here. Ted Cruz misspoke here. Yeah, he accidentally said something he wasn't supposed to say. Yeah, I mean, like, somebody said something that they weren't supposed to. Yeah, I mean, like, that's just, yeah, context. Yeah, I don't know really what else to say. I don't think Tim misspoke. Well, maybe. I mean, I don't know. It seems like something that was an accident. I mean, I couldn't imagine somebody. I know. Bro. So yeah, that's it. And assume it's best intent. I don't get the intentional misread. He never corrected it though. Well, why should you? I mean, like, it's obvious that it was a mistake, right? I mean, come on. Like, what do we do? Like, I think it's so. This is.
With school shooters. I've seen it. Look.
You previously opposed an assault weapons ban.
The NRA have become friends with school shooters.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, it's so dishonest. It's so dishonest. And look, somebody...
It is dishonest, isn't it? Imagine somebody going out there and trying to imply that, no, he actually meant it. He was actually defending pedophiles. It was a Freudian slip. Imagine what kind of cockroach would come out there and treat this obvious gaffe as though it were some kind of serious commentary on the situation. Imagine what a fucking loser you'd have to be, right, Asmon? I love this video so much.
He says something like, and here it is. It's intellectually dishonest. It is. People make mistakes. They say something they shouldn't say. Obviously, it was dumb for him to say that. He misspoke.
True. No, it was 100% dumb. My issue with Charlie's video is there's no grace in that video. There's no goodwill. There's no, mistakes happen and this is a blunder. And, guys, I want to take this opportunity to say that I think we should be attacking pedophiles more and going after them more. No, it's just a bad faith interpretation from Charlie. And it really actually does discredit him and, the leftist cause because they're such bad faith actors. And Asmongold coming out swinging, not even knowing that the one that he just shoryuken to the moon was Moist Critical.
Holy shit. Yeah, how about he clearly meant, how about we all come together and stop pedophiles? Yeah, clearly. Yeah, defend is the most obvious answer of what he meant. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not a mistake. It was out of context. Maybe. But that's really what I'm saying, right? And it's a quote of things that Senator Booker said. If somebody wants to have Ted Cruz context, let me see if I can find the example of this. Full video, clip circle media, content. I'm quoting something. Nope, he actually said it. Okay, so here's a longer clip. We'll watch it right now.
Sons and daughters, husbands and wives, parents and grandchildren. Mrs. Cook, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing the unbelievable pain and loss that you have endured through the loss of your grandson. I'm sorry that happened. Your grandson should have been protected. The city should have protected your grandson. He should still be alive.
Okay.
And tragically, this pattern keeps on happening.
Oof.
Now, Senator Booker also said we should have bipartisan agreement. I think that's a great idea. We should have bipartisan agreement. How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders? How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape? How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles? I want you to look at what happened when the National Guard went to D.C. Robbery fell by 57%. Homicide fell by 58%. Sex abuse fell by 40%. Those are real results. And Detective Pemberton?
You just misspoke.
Literally, yes. I'm so glad that Asmongold is back. The streamer space was in a drought. And it's unfortunate that the big-time content creators, for the most part, are so fucking retarded and left-wing and unethical that they can't even give an honest take on something like this. Ted Cruz is somebody that has been against pedophiles. He's been against cuties. He was somebody that wanted to bring Netflix in front of, in front of a committee to talk about cuties. To say that, no, he was actually trying to defend Trump or about the Epstein files, which is what Moist Critical says in his video. I went through the whole Moist Critical video, or at least most of it in my last video I did on this. But I think this is just so incredibly obvious. And to get it that wrong and to be that bad faith is just ridiculous. It is pathetic. And I'm going to call it out. And I'm glad that Asmongold is here to do the same. Now, he doesn't realize that's what he's doing, but that's exactly what he's doing. He's calling out the bad faith actors on the left, the people like Assam, the people like Moist Critical, that cherry pick these situations and then blast them out with the worst faith interpretation, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, you just obviously misspoke. I mean,
If you would tell this committee what was the effect of the 2022 Comprehensive Policing and Justice Reform Law, and what would the benefit be for the people of D.C. if Congress passes my Clean D.C. Act?
Oh, and yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, like what? I mean, it's not like you think he's gonna mask off and just support pedophiles right in the middle of fucking Congress. I mean, how many logical, how many different ways do you have to microwave your brain to believe that you're gonna say that?
I'm really glad that Asmongold is back. Fuck you, Moist Critical. Anyway, brothers, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for supporting the channel. You guys have been amazing over the last couple weeks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.